I'm sitting here with Julian Danby. So Julian, about chamois and tar hunting, we put together a package for 5 days hunting for tar and chamois on the South Island. So for a person doing this trip, what could he expect regarding animals and so on?
Well, I think the first thing to say is fitness is key for these animals. So to have any expectations, you got to have some fitness. If you don't have the fitness, we're not going to be able to get to the animals. So that's probably the most important thing in New Zealand terrain. Big steep climbs early in the morning and long days on the hill. So fitness is key. But in terms of the animals, there's good numbers of chamois and tar. With in the last few years, some of the best tar trophies ever shot have been taken, with the management by the Department of Conservation shooting nannies in culls. So that's good for the recreational hunter, that we're seeing better animals, more bull tar. So things are looking good for the New Zealand populations at the moment. So it's like everything, you don't pull the trigger on the first animal and there's a good chance of getting a reasonable bull tar.
Yeah. And I know you lived in the South Island and spent a lot of time there, and these areas we're talking about, there is possibility both for tar and chamois.
Yeah, they don't live in the same direct terrain, but they live in adjacent terrain. They don't really like the company of each other, but you can usually find the tar up high and some chamois in the lot of the grass feeds up and below. So there are good chances of getting both. Some areas are better for chamois, some are better for tar. So sometimes we like to move around in our 5 days and get the best of both worlds.
Yep.
Using helicopters sometimes, and sometimes by foot, depending on the requirements of the client.
Yep. So what distances you reckon they're going to be shooting at?
Oh, I think being confident out to 400 yards is pretty important.
Yep.
We shoot further than that, but 400 yards is usually we can usually get into 400 yards. So that's the important thing. Usually have a lot of time for the shot, so it's all about getting a good rest and going through the right procedure on the shot.
Yep. And we are talking about free range animals, real free range.
Free range, no fences.
When is the best time of the year for tar hunting?
Probably the best two times, November, December, when the bull tar come down following the spring growth.
Yep.
They mob up into big groups of tar, and they'll be all nannies and all bulls, and it just gives you a good chance to evaluate bull tar next to each other.
Yep.
So there may be 30 bull tar, and you can actually evaluate between animals which one's the best. Whereas in the rut, maybe only a singular bull and a nanny, and you've got to appraise the animal without seeing any other animals to kind of compare. So that's and the rut's the second best time, and that time is from May through to July, and you'll find a lot of action, really, a lot of interactions between animals, a lot of movement of animals, but you know, it's probably the ultimate to get one in the rut.
Yep. And the chamois, what time of the year is the best for the chamois?
Oh, chamois good all summer.
Yep.
The bull tar kind of disappear a little bit in the middle of summer, but the chamois, they change coat to a very orange brown coat, so they're very easy to see in the summer.
Yep.
Very good, and it's a very good time to hunt them because you can access everywhere, no snow.
Yep.
But in the winter, in May is their rut,
yep,
and it can be great fun in the rut because they see movement from the hunter. You can wear black a lot of the time, and they see that movement, and they might move two kilometres to you,
yeah,
which is better than going 2 kilometres to them.
yeah.
So it's an exciting time. You're seeing a lot of animals on the move again, and it's good. The big bucks come out of the woodwork, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The roar is pretty much right now. So when is the best time for the roar for the deer?
The red stag, probably the last week of March through to about maybe 15th of April is a peak of rut. Very exciting time to go out with vocal animals. Same again, animals come out of the woodworks. A lot of animal stags moving around, vocal. So it's a very exciting time to be out in the bush.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for your time, Julian.